Syracuse will kick off and we'll be underway. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. So Louisville's offense will go to work first. We have got a tremendous matchup between these two running backs, both stars in their own right, and David, both ready to make a huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have two guys, one on each side, when they have the football, like they can go the distance. Just dynamic speed, great vision. These defenses are in trouble because these guys can touch it a bunch of different ways, and Palmer, they can hit home runs from anywhere on the field.
And I think what makes them really unique too, David, is that they're very versatile guys. Both guys can run between the tackle box. They can take it outside. They can both catch the football as well. So no doubt the game plan for both offenses, feed the running back as many different ways as possible and just let him go to work.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Pulls it in. It's Mitchell. They make the stop, but the sweet throwing catch is plenty to give them a 1st down.
And this offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one.
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
I think a big part of the formula to this team's success is their ability to get after the quarterback. In game 1, they had 6 sacks and obviously won that football game. They know coming into this one today, they have got to be able to get after the quarterback, and they're off to a great start.
Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a 1st down. The Cardinals come to the line with a new set of downs. They go to the ground. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And this guy has been a dominant force early in this game. We're still in the 1st half. He already has a sack. He gets a tackle for loss there. He's playing so well with his eyes right now. He's reading his keys, and he's letting his God-given ability put him in the backfield to make these plays.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the 1st. Just outside the red zone at the 21, but it's 3rd and long. Catch in the middle. It's ball. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. 1st and goal from the 9. The offense threatening. Close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. A 1st down run on the doorstep. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Boy, if that 1st down play was any indication, they might walk this thing in on 2nd and goal. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. Trying to get it done with the run here on 3rd and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Cardinals.
What a luxury for an offense to have. The ability to set the tone on the ground, giving that guy the football time after time, making offense easy, being physical, and really setting the tone for this football game.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Syracuse's offense will go to work for the 1st time. And Jesse, they've got a running back they'd love to feature in this if he is able to answer the challenge.
Yeah, and listen, this guy might not be a Heisman finalist, but he can break off long runs. And this defense, David, they better be ready. They better pack a lunch, show up today, and try to get hats to the football. Because if you come out here with your B game, he can run all over you.
And it's important for this offense, too, because they need to have balance on offense. They need the ground game to get going. He's capable. He's shown flashes. We just want to see it consistently.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Makes the grab on the left. He's out of bounds after a really nice game, but there is a marker on the field.
Pass interference.
A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Here comes the offense on second down. Looking to fire. That's reeled in. It's Russell. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
I know we're a long way up here in the booth, but guys, y'all remember that ball you could throw that whistled? That thing was whistling. It had so many RPMs on it.
The run from the shotgun. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. That's the end of the period, and Louisville has the lead. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. They've got a first down here to open the period. On the run, it's Willis. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
There he goes. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room.
And that short completion now sets up a big third down here in the red zone for this team. They haven't scored yet. They're only trailing 7-0, and this is a big one. It's very, very hard to throw the football in this area.
Unleashes one deep. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be fourth down.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was in that last one.
Will not get there. A fourth down stop. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out and ready to attack. Defense better dig in for the run. Heavy formation is there. Leaves it with the running back. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. He's loose on the right. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Louisville!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here and make something happen on this side of the football.
Gives it on the option. Got the first down. Looking for more. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Syracuse right back at it.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes, those holes to break off a nice run, get a first down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick because they're right back on the line to call another play.
He gets it up to midfield, forced out of bounds at the 50. Here's the handoff. trucks through the defender. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. Syracuse has a really nice drive going. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Fires to the wideout. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
Working well behind the sticks on second down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Right through his hands. You just have to make that catch, and it'll be third down.
Well, it's a good route by the wide receiver. He gets to the middle of the field. I think he just took his eyes off the football.
Syracuse needs to come up with a big third down play to keep the drive going. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught over the middle. It's Williams. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. The offense failed to convert on fourth down earlier, but that didn't change their thinking here. Trying to get it to the marker. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it at the 12. Syracuse has it in the red zone. Right back to the well. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain.
And this offense has put a nice drive together. I don't mind the run on second down. We're not in a hurry. We actually want to use a lot of this clock. But more importantly, we want to punch this in the end zone. We want to cut into this lead, gain some momentum. We've struggled this first half, but we can end on a high note.
They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Really strong job by the defense. A negative play on third down. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on fourth down. And as a holder picks his spot, it'll be a 25-yard attempt. Never a doubt. Are forced to settle for 3.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend on.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. First snap of this drive comes from the 32. Buys a little extra time. Breaks into the open. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 and the 38, and these guys are on the move.
What an individual effort there by the quarterback on the RPO, because everybody was covered. He just takes off, and he shows you his ability out in the open field. He's like a running back. He's got great vision. He's got the speed. He looks so natural when he's in the second level carrying the rock. Huge gain on offense by the Q. I love it on that play.
Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw away.
Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. He stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11. And the Cardinals have it with a 1st and 10. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll go to the toss. Breaks the tackle. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
He caught it. And he's into the extended the lead and taking control here in Week 9.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They had insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
Syracuse, 3.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. It's always great to get points on a drive, but it would behoove them to try to get a touchdown this time around, Palmer.
They may have to get out of their comfort zone here too, David, a little bit and just start being more aggressive and take some chances, but that's what's going to have to happen for them to win this game.
Yeah, and when you're losing, obviously everything gets heightened. Everything becomes more critical. This drive is crucial because you've got to cut into this deficit and put some points on the board.
Back to throw, time running short in the half. Caught near the sticks. It's Williams. And that's where they'll mark him, but a chunk play, and they pick up a first down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Looking downfield on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Williams. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Final seconds of the first half, and they'll try to put up 3. Oh, and he missed it. No good. Really needed to cut into that deficit, but guys, it remains at 3 scores. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, who's had a better seat there in Louisville for a fun first half than you?
The Cardinals will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speak and very simple. I score. I get it.
Oh, he's got some space. The 30. Past the 20. Oh, he thought for sure he was going to be able to house that one, but a huge pickup all the way down to the 12. Rides the back on the option to give. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
I think one of the keys to this defense's success all season has been how good they've been stopping the run. They're a top 10 unit when it comes to rushing defense, and it's helped them out this year down in the red zone.
Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit. It's fourth down, and they'll try the field goal. He'll boot it from the left side, and from this distance, that angle ought to be fairly easy. And this one is perfect. It's our force to settle for the field goal. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
We've been talking about this Big 12 showdown all week, guys. Let's show you how things played out. Arizona took care of business today. I think their coach had their attention all week. And the end result was a focused group of Wildcats that fired on all cylinders. Big 12 football at its finest, gentlemen. Just when you think you have things figured out, a game like this happens.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Connection to the right. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. It's a 1st and 10 from the 42-yard line. To the air on 1st down. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
Well, the offense trying to stay aggressive, right? You just came up with a huge play, and right away you go back to another pass, but you got to do a better job protecting your quarterback. Can't give up a sack there.
A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. It's a big stride inside the 10. Touchdown Cardinals. And the route is on. He'll try to tack on one more. That had touchdown written all over it from the moment he caught the ball. Big play, big run for the score.
Yeah, it had touchdown written all over because nobody was covering him. It'd be a good idea to get a hand on him. You know, listen, I know these guys got some speed, and maybe you give him a cushion and give him some space, but that was a little aggressive on the space department.
The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. 1st and 10 for the offense. Using his legs is Willis. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Look out, he's got room. He gets the job done, picking up the 1st down, then getting down. Syracuse has a really nice drive going. They'll run it from the gun. Just ran over it.
And after a successful run like that on 1st down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and potentially taking a shot, because even if it's incomplete now on 2nd, you only have a short amount of yards to go here on 3rd.
How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line? Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. One final play before the end of the quarter. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Gets enough for the 1st down, but not sure they'll... Another playoff here in the 3rd quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Louisville has the edge. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. They'll go back to work with a 1st down in the final period. Hard in the backfield. It's McFadden. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. The Orange just need to get some of that yardage back here on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. With the catch, it's Russell. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the 1st down, but a good gain on that play. Syracuse lines up on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking left. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. This is makeable field goal range here, but it looks as if they'll go for it on 4th down. On 4th down, going to the air. Trying to escape and get it himself. Finds a crease at the 20. And he'll slide after picking up the 1st down. Syracuse doing business in the red zone. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Got rid of it just in time. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds. Operating in the red zone here on second down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Here comes the heat. Trying to buy a little time, and he cannot, but he does get it back closer to the line of scrimmage. Now third and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. From the gun, wants to pass. Lets it go to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Syracuse.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead.
Turning it on! Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. They created a lot of breathing room with that first play of the drive. Now first down from the 39. Looking to throw on first down. Throwing right. Makes the catch. It's Mitchell. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Now they've moved it just inside the 40. First and 10 from the 39. Wants to go up top on first down. Quarterback strolling away from heat. On the run deep down the right side. And here's the pick, and oh, did they need that right now. Well, this is not what the doctor ordered in terms of starting field position. Wants to throw on first down. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the fourth quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Going to work on second down in the red zone, is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Goes to the option. Touchdown, Louisville! And the stomping has commenced. That one pushes this lead out a little bit more here in the fourth, and now they can smell 8 straight wins.
And how about this squad, man? Looking good again. I feel like we say this week in and week out, just continuing to remain undefeated. Whatever it takes, offense, defense, special teams, they have been a good unit, and that's why their ranking is so high.
The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't.
There he goes. How about that elusiveness? He's got space. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Throws for the tight end. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
They make the stop at the 37, but not before he's got 10 yards and the first down.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Moves around to clear up the vision. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Back to pass. Fires to the big fella. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. Two running backs alongside the quarterback. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Bought a little time, lets it go. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the first down. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. They want to throw it. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Orange. Fired in from the red zone for the score.
Nice job by the offense going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. Still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go over there and get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football game.
And there's still life in this team. Obviously, they're down here in the fourth quarter, but they're able to execute the onside kick. They retain possession. And now let's see what happens.
Quickly out to the tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle. Second down, they'll go to the air. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. The offense will quickly use a timeout. The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. This offense believes you are given 4 downs for a reason. You've got to use all of them. 2 for 3 so far today. On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. That's the way this defense wanted to wrap it up. Make a play themselves, finish off the game, and the offense can kneel it out from here. The give as they work on that clock. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. The defense burns their third and final timeout of the half. Toss sweep right. Breaks into the open. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Really been impressed by the balance we've seen from this offense so far in the game, but I think you got to give a lot of the credit to the running game because it's been able to freeze these defenses.
Deep shot for the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
I'll tell you, when this guy's in a rhythm, he never misses. And you've seen that in this game. Very, very accurate up to this point. That time, though, a little bit out of rhythm, and I think that's why he missed that throw.
Finds the tight end. There he goes. Got enough space. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch. A run for the quarterback. Good job to get everything he could, then get down with the slide. And the Cardinals want to move quickly. A designed run for the quarterback. Takes it into the end zone for the touchdown in the final play. The denouement. The epilogue. The finishing touch. Winning those individual 6